Hands, let me see hands. Come back here. Hands, let me see hands. Come back, come back. Come back here. Hey, one more. Hey, one more, right here.
This is 26-year-old Dylan Angle, only minutes after he fatally shot his stepfather.
You didn't do nothing wrong, son. You defended yourself.
While the scene resembles a cold-blooded execution, it's followed by years of escalating abuse that left Dylan scarred and his family constantly on edge. And even though he fired to protect his mother, he never imagined she would be the one to turn on him. Now with his mother against him, he has one chance to prove his innocence, or he'll spend the rest of his life behind bars.
What do you think Dylan could have done differently to avoid this?
He could have done multiple little things.
You think he killing him was the right thing to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tease just after midnight on April 20th, when a 911 call comes in from a quiet neighborhood in Dayton, Ohio. The caller is a terrified 80-year-old man who claims he is in the basement and just heard a gunshot coming from one of the floors of his house. Officers are immediately dispatched to the scene, but what they don't know yet is that the house is filled with family members tied by old conflicts and unresolved tension. And among them are both the unknown shooter and their victim still inside.
Where's he at?
Upstairs, my grandson.
Hands, let me see hands. Sir, come back here. Sir, come back here. Sir, come back here. Come back here now. Come back here. Hands, let me see hands.
As officers reach the house, they re-met by an elderly man who called 911 minutes earlier. He's visibly shaken and disoriented. At this point, officers can only guess what might have happened inside. And before they can learn anything about the potential shooter, multiple people suddenly begin emerging from the house, turning each one of them into a potential threat.
Hey, start taking these guys. Start checking for weapons.
Hey, you gotta grab me, man. I got no damn.
Come back, come back, come back. Come back, come back. Come back here. Hey, one more. Hey, one more, right here.
Why you handcuffing?
Dayton police, anybody else in here?
Why are you detaining me for?
Relax, dude. Relax.
I don't have no weapons
Come
on
with me.
No, I know the law.
As officers begin detaining the people coming out of the house, one man immediately draws their attention: 50-year-old Greg Goodrich, the ex-husband of Diane Angel, who's one of the residents. Greg is instantly agitated and quickly turns aggressive, leading officers to believe they may have just found their shooter. Assuming he's the one responsible, they move towards the upper floor looking for the victim. Not realizing the discovery ahead will uncover a far darker story beneath this night than they ever expected.
Who's upstairs right now?
One of this channel.
There's also a basement.
Yeah, clearinghouse.
We're sending this.
Two people up there, the one who was shot.
All right. Here, check over there. Victims here.
As the first responders step into the bedroom, they discover exactly what they feared. By the bed lays an unidentified middle-aged man, unresponsive, with a single gunshot wound to the head. To officers, the scene feels wrong. It's too clean, too controlled, and far stranger than a typical domestic shooting. It points to an execution. At this point, the officers have more questions than answers. Nothing about the scene matches what they expected to find. But once they learn the victim is 51-year-old Brian Jacobs, the new boyfriend of Diane Angel, things begin to make a lot more sense. Immediately placing Greg, Diane's ex-husband, at the top of their suspect list, especially given his erratic behavior outside. Convinced Greg is their shooter, officers return to the porch where everyone is gathered. But that's when all their theories would prove to be completely wrong.
He's right there. That's my son. Yeah, he done attacked his. Brian's done attacked me once. He done jumped my son once.
What happened tonight?
Huh?
What happened tonight?
He got beating on his mom. He's beating on my son's mom. And my son told him, hey, leave. And the motherfucker took off.
He's already
come running at my son. Okay. So my son, dude, if you come any closer, I will shoot you. And he kept on coming, so my son shot him.
So you're Dylan?
He's the one. Okay, what about the guy who got shot?
Love you, Dad.
You didn't do nothing wrong, son. You defended yourself.
Shut up, man.
So there's just two.
In an instant, the investigation shifts. As Greg continues talking, the details begin shifting the focus away from him and towards his son Dylan. See, the truth is Dylan was the one who shot Brian, his stepfather of 15 years. And for most of his life, Brian's abuse shaped the household, hurting his mother, his grandparents, and Dylan himself. So, after quitting school, Dylan went to work, trying to support his family and help get them out of the abusive household. But every day when he came back from work, he was forced to face the same ongoing abuse. The only time Dylan ever had peace was when Brian was in prison, and for a while, that peace actually lasted until the night of the shooting when he returned and the violence began again. Trying to protect himself and his mother, Dylan shot Brian. And whether he walks free now depends on proving that it was self-defense. But to show that's what happened, he needs his family to back him. Without their support, this case leans hard towards murder. So when it's time for Greg's interview, he stands by his son, not knowing that a single claim he makes will complicate Dylan's case in ways he doesn't expect.
Would you like to walk me through the events of what happened tonight, please? If you want to. Would you like?
I come walking up onto the porch, and I hear him yelling, and I hear his mom saying, leave me alone, get out of here. And my son come out of his room and said, dude, get the f*** out of here. And then I guess he started coming at him. I heard my son say, if you come any closer, you ain't beating me down again. If you keep coming at me, I'm gonna shoot you. And he kept coming at him, so my son shot him. Like yelling a stupid name. Stop, Ryan.
That's what you told him as he was charging?
Yeah, and he just kept on coming.
Greg insists Dylan acted in self-defense and claims he witnessed the shooting, a detail Dylan will later contradict himself. For now, though Greg's statements lead detectives to view Dylan as the primary suspect in what could be a self-defense case involving his mother, Diane, and Brian's history of abuse. Now all that was left was to gather statements supporting Greg's version of events. And if all the theories line up, Dylan could walk free of any charges. With that in mind, detectives bring in Diane, Dylan's mother. Her statement is crucial in understanding what happened that night and in confirming whether Dylan shot Brian in her defense. However, by the end of her interview, Diane's statements will betray Dylan in a way he never expected. But before it gets there, she'll reveal just how volatile life with Brian really was and what pushed Dylan to his breaking point.
My name is Patrick. I'm an investigator here at Dayton, okay? This is a detective guy who's my partner, and anything like that, I just want to talk to you about what happened tonight. But as descriptive as you can be is what I need, okay?
I mean,
Y'all been together for a long time?
yeah, kind of off and on.
Okay.
He likes to party and do the drugs, and I'm not down with none of that.
What kind of drugs was he doing?
I've heard my son's a very, very extremely forgiving, compassionate person.
Yeah.
But with Brian, my son was just like, Mom, I can't deal with him.
Okay.
He's too much.
Okay. So let's go back to you taking a bath, and you said he got physical with you. What happened?
I don't know if he had his phone or my phone, but I remember kind of slapping me in the mouth with something. I don't remember what it was.
Okay, you didn't bleed or anything like that. You didn't bust your lip or anything like that. I don't see any marks. Do you have any marks anywhere on your mouth or anything?
I mean, I got a scar here from this was the last time.
Okay, but not this night.
No, not last night.
Okay.
But my son was aware of him trying to be physical.
Okay.
So my son had grown irritated over a period of time.
Okay.
And didn't want him around for that purpose.
Diane confirms that Brian had a history of verbal and physical abuse along with drug use. She even recalls that earlier in the day Brian attacked her. But when it comes to the moment of the shooting, the detail that could make or break Dylan's self-defense claim, her memory will turn oddly foggy. And from that moment on, things take a bad turn for Dylan.
I think Dylan might have came to the door, because he does sometimes. I don't think Dylan would have came to the door, though, unless he heard something going on.
But you don't remember him saying anything?
I don't remember his exact words.
Okay. Why would he bring a gun into the room?
Because I don't know what Brian might have been trying to do to me. I mean, because my son's had to protect me before.
Yeah, but when your son came in the room, he wasn't on top of you, choking you, punching you in the face.
No, not at that time, I don't think so.
Because
but he had before, but I don't know.
Okay, but this, at that point, was not.
Everything.
Okay.
It just happened so fast.
Diane's uncertain answer about being in danger is enough to disrupt the self-defense angle. Her story isn't adding up, and detectives decide it's time to ask her a question that instantly changes the tone of the interview.
Let me ask you one thing. Did you shoot him?
Hell no.
Okay. I just want to make sure. Because we keep talking about Dylan, but there's two people in the room. I want to make sure that you didn't shoot him and maybe Dylan's taking up for you. I just want to make sure you didn't shoot him, right?
No.
What do you think Dylan could have done differently to avoid this?
He could have done multiple little things to... He could have sent him a text message to piss him off. Because that's what Brian would do.
Okay.
He would do anything.
But we don't know if any of that happened. We're just assuming he's that kind of guy.
With no clear threat described, detectives begin forming a theory. There was no fight, no attack, no immediate danger, just Dylan and a chilling decision he made. Now it was finally time to bring Dylan in for interrogation. At this point, detectives believe they're dealing with a cold-blooded murderer, and they're ready to gather every piece of evidence they can against him. But for Dylan, this isn't just an interrogation. After growing up in a home shaped by Brian's violence, he now has to explain the one moment he fought back and hope someone believes him. He can't afford a single mistake. One slip-up, one detail taken the wrong way, and detectives will turn it against him. The interview he's about to face will determine the rest of his life.
Have a seat in that blue chair. I'm gonna grab my notebook and I'll come right back in. It's a little warmer in here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. You alright?
Yeah. I feel like I should talk to a lawyer because I don't know what's about to happen.
Okay. You have that right to talk to a lawyer. Do you want to talk to a lawyer and not talk to us?
I just want to understand what my rights are fully.
As the interview begins, Dylan makes a calculated decision and asks for a lawyer, knowing that with one present, the chances of him saying anything self-incriminating would drop dramatically. But unfortunately for him, detectives aren't ready to stop there. They begin using controversial intimidation tactics in order to break him into talking.
So you don't want to talk to me at all right now?
I don't think so, no.
I tell you what we're probably going to do then. We're going to go ahead and lodge you in jail. Okay, so we're going to have to base it on what the scene says. What we're going to do is we'll go ahead and process you, take you to jail. You're going to be charged with murder. We'll go from there, okay?
I just know him and my mom were arguing when I got home from work. Eventually, I know my mom was asking him to leave, and he wouldn't leave. So I walked in her room. I asked him to leave, and he wouldn't leave. I had my gun. He was acting like he was getting ready to leave, and I was kind of in the corner like this, and he was trying to charge at me and take the gun. Just kind of like bear hugging me. My arm went over top of him, and the gun went off.
Dylan states that he came home, heard the fight, feared it was turning violent, and confronted Brian. That's when he rushed at him, causing Dylan to discharge his weapon accidentally. This version of events strongly supports the possibility that Dylan's actions were justified, even if the shot wasn't accidental. But what he says next exposes major inconsistencies between his story and the version his parents gave detectives.
Let me ask you this. When did you call your dad?
Right after.
And Dad wasn't there yet, so he wasn't at the house. Did you guys plan to meet or anything after work, or was you just called him like, oh, shit?
We usually do just about every night, talk to each other, see each other. Yeah.
Do you remember where Mom was in the room during this?
I think standing maybe behind me or trying to get away or something, yeah.
Okay. It's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah,
but ultimately, like you said, like you didn't think that's the only way this is going to stop.
Yeah, he was could have just left.
Yeah.
Those statements heavily complicate the entire case. Suddenly, detectives realize that Greg, Dylan's father, wasn't even present at the house during the shooting, meaning the only witness who openly supported Dylan's version of events had been lying from the start. And with Dylan insisting that his mother was present and wide awake during the shooting, her foggy memory introduces another possibility that she may be holding back details to protect her son. Because if she truly witnessed Dylan defending her after years of Brian's abuse, there should be no reason for her hesitation. With both of his parents' statements now working against him, Dylan's situation looks far worse. And what comes next will be his only real chance to prove his innocence to detective.
I know who he is, and I know what he could do, has done, would do. He's just put his hands on my mom. He's instigating every day, all day. He's basically intimidated me, my grandparents, everybody to just kind of be on eggshells or scared to do anything or kind of say anything. And I'm kind of standing there like this, and he runs towards me and he's trying to, got his hands on my face, trying to grab the gun. Like I said, I just kind of, my arm went over and
Squeezed one off into his head.
yeah.
But he has been picking at you over the years. Is that true?
Oh yeah.
Constantly picking at you.
Family.
Not a good relationship. Picks at your mom. Grandparents. He's intimidating them. He's doing drugs. He's a f***ing asshole. Does that sound right?
That's what would...
Was it like a really nice word for him?
Yeah.
Okay. Were you just angry?
No. I just knew that was really the only way to get him out of there, because you call the police, he's out the next day.
Yeah.
And he's...
So to get that to stop, there was only one way it was going to stop, ultimately. And that was by him not being able to get up.
That just... If he would have just left, it wouldn't have happened. If he didn't try to grab the gun out of my hands and push me out the window, whatever he was trying to do, I can't even think of it right now.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't have happened.
Yeah. You think killing him was the right thing to do?
Defending myself, my mom, and my home and family,
Yeah.
As the interview ends, detectives reject Dylan's claim of self-defense, and their report concludes the shooting was intentional. Dylan is charged with 2 counts of murder and 2 counts of felonious assault, held on a $1 million bond. But when the case reaches court, things don't go as prosecutors expect. A hung jury forces them to reconsider. The original charges are dropped, and Dylan is recharged with involuntary manslaughter. Convicted, but released with time served and 5 years of probation.